What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for today. So yesterday on Underdog Fantasy, you guys, we did cash two 3.5Xs, one of them being right here on this channel. So it was with this Tommy Slavic guy to go over 5.5 rebounds. He went ahead and cashed that yesterday. And then we actually 2 nights ago on Thursday night. So we sent this out Wednesday, cashed this on Thursday night right here. And then Friday afternoon, we went ahead and cashed Skies as well. And he goes ahead and hits under 6.5, and we cashed this for a 3.5x right here on this channel, like I said. So that is really nice to see. Hopefully you guys did tail that. This one was, I believe, a VIP only entry that we did send out here. Now, I showed yesterday we had 3 misses that missed by 0.5. And even though we had some hits here in Underdog, I still want to say that I think objectively we got a little bit unlucky still because we had multiple entries, 3 of these entries right here that were actually set up going into it was about like 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and we had 3 entries ready to go ahead and hit. But what I mean by setup is one of the sides of the 2-leg had already hit. So this guy had already hit, or this guy had already hit, or this guy had already hit, and we just needed, some different things to happen, and then all of these guys went ahead and missed, unfortunately. This one was yesterday's YouTube play. We had Drop to go over 13.5 headshots. He had 17 kills in the first map, and he only got 5 headshots off of that. By reference, normally on Counter-Strike, if you're a Counter-Strike pro, you have about a 50% headshot percentage, which means if you get 17 kills, you're likely to get about 8 or 9 headshots in that game. And he only got 5, so he went well under what was expected of him. Actually having a pretty decent game even. He just did not get that many headshots in that game. That's going to happen sometimes. Again, I mentioned that yesterday too. You're going to have some things where you just get so close yet so far. Now on Prizepicks, I do want to go over this as well because we had a very interesting day. So I went over this yesterday, but we did cash a 9.5x yesterday, which is super nice to see. And this is what I went over in that video. And you will see the difference between yesterday and what I'm going over today, because we actually had 2 separate entries that went 0-4, okay? So, when you go 0-4, it's kind of funny because it's like, obviously it looks really bad, everything is red, but this is exactly what our correlation does a lot of times, is you're going to see pairs of people together, either going red, red, or green, green together. So if you look at what I explained yesterday, we pretty much have these Valorant guys, and they went under together because it was a lower scoring game, it was a shorter game, and you have this League of Legends game right here, and I took their unders together, and they ended up actually losing this series to G2, so that is why they went under together, because they played a pretty bad game, okay? So the same thing happened in these games as well, right? You have Call of Duty, which I don't really want to get into, but it is very correlated. You're going to have one team under and then one team over, and the opposite happened there. And then in League of Legends, guys, this G2 team, they face the best team in the world, Gen G. I talk about them quite a lot on this channel. Best team in the world. They have the #1 player in the world. Like, they have like LeBron, and they have everyone on this team, right? I always relate them back to, like, just the best team in the world that you can think about at the time. And they have, like the GOAT of League of Legends right now. And you have these 2 guys, and I took them under because, well, I thought they would lose this series, and they actually go over together because they go ahead and win this series. Now, same thing here in League of Legends, right? I took the overs, and these guys went under together. So the difference between this play that ended up hitting and this play that ended up going 0-4 is literally nothing, right? I took the overs on these guys, and I took the overs on these guys, and what ends up happening is unders together, just like this entry right here, right? So obviously, in hindsight, I should have went back and I should have took the unders, but I can't time travel. This is sports betting at the end of the day. Sometimes the overs are going to hit, sometimes the unders are going to hit together. As you guys will see here, the overs actually hit right here. So just to show you guys that not just the unders hit. If just the unders hit, I would obviously take the unders every time, but this team won, so the overs hit. This team right here lost, so the unders hit together. And hopefully you guys understand that when it goes 0-4, it is a bad entry, of course, and it's kind of like, well, we went 0-4, that sucks. But these things are very correlated and tied together still, right? These guys went under together instead of over together, and these guys went under together instead of over together as well. And this was pretty much a full correlated under slip right here that, if maybe something was different that day or whatever, I would have took the unders. But I still like this play, of course, because it was very correlated, and that is what the strategy is when we take these. So one thing I do want to say is I talked about that Gen G team and being the best team in the world, and there was a massive upset today in League of Legends. So you'll see Gen G, Ruler, one of the best players in the world, Canyon, probably one of the best players in the world in his position, and they only got 3 and 2 kills respectively, and I want to go over why, because they got 3-0'd by G2, and this is a massive upset. Okay, I'm telling you right now, this is just a huge upset. Gen G is the best team in the world. Gen G was favored to win this series and maybe even sweep this series 3-0 in their side of point of view right there, but they actually got clean swept. And this is actually something I've really never seen before. The best team, by far and away the best team in the world that they have been over the past 3 years, got clean swept this morning. This is huge. But you'll see that, they're just like every other team. When they lose, they're going to go 4-16. When they lose this game, they're going to go 16-15 and then 3-16. So combined in all of these games, they got 13 kills alone in 3 games. Gen G did. And you'll see, in this game, for example, they only got 4 kills as a team. 1 kill here, 0 kills here, 1 kill here, and 2 kills here. And this Chovy guy is the guy who I was talking about, is one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world at the moment, because he's on the best team and he's just insanely good at this video game. And you'll see, of course, everyone on this side of the screen does go over because they end up winning that game. So that is what happens in League of Legends, guys, is these guys go over or under together depending on if you're winning or losing the game. Okay, that is what we have done over the past 2 years, 2 years and some change now. 2024, 2025, guys, this is our record. This is like the graph to be looking at right now. You'll see in 2024, we went up 600 units. In 2025, we went up about 270 to 300 units, right? So at the end of 2025, so by December 31st of 2025, we had been up almost 900 units over the course of this channel. We are now up close to maybe 950, almost 1,000 units that we have gained so far in the past two years and some change, like I said, right? Prizepicks underdog, here's the record. ONYX REBET, here's the record, the straight bets, the parlays. I try to track this stuff every single day, guys. You guys can get onto these videos and see my record every day, see what I'm tracking and everything like that. Now, I think I have not updated these since yesterday, but tomorrow's video I will. I try to update these at least every day, if not every other day. So you guys know that you'll get an updated record every single day with me. I talk about these type of records a lot. We are 71-48 on the straight bets, which is an insanely good record so far this year. And we have an 18+% ROI. And then on the parlays, we actually have a lot more losses than we do wins, which is to be expected because when we win, the wins look like this. They look like big 9.5x wins that all things go green together in a 4-man or in a 3-man, right? So you're expected to lose a lot of entries, and then whenever they do hit, they're going to pay out a 9x or a 10x, right? So that is the theory here on this channel. That's what we've been doing over the past 2 years. That's about all I can show you guys, because you guys will see over 10,000 bets that I have taken so far, we are profitable over a long time horizon. Of course, if you guys do want to get into my VIP, I highly recommend getting Sleeper. Super easy to sign up for Sleeper. It maybe takes you 5 minutes max. You can get it on your phone. You can text me the word Sleeper right now to my number up here. So if you're watching this on your phone, I would swipe up, text this number, 512-270-0440. That's my personal number. I'll give you 2 free months of the VIP for signing up for Sleeper. All you're going to have to do is put $10 into Sleeper. If that sounds like too much to you, I'm going to Venmo or Cash App you back the $10. All right. So you're going to put 10 in and I'm going to pay you back your $10, whether you want it on Venmo or Cash App or whatever it is. I can get you back that $10, and then you'll get 2 free months of the VIP by pretty much just signing up and putting that $10 into Sleeper. I'm sure you guys have signed up for apps before, so it's something like not that difficult to do, of course. So go ahead and do that, and then let's get into the play of the day here. The first pick is going to be on Underdog Fantasy. It's going to be an esports pick, guys. If you guys don't know, my bread and butter going into the spring and summer, so it's pretty much the months that we do not have football, right? Fall and winter, we have football, college football, NFL. I still take a lot of esports in the fall and winter, but I focus a lot on the football correlation using quarterbacks and receivers. So just like in League of Legends, you can take quarterback-receiver correlation. Of course, I get into that more during the football season, but I take a ton of esports, and the reason why I love esports is because the lines are normally very off on esports because these apps do not know how to set lines properly for esports. So 3.5x on underdog today. I'm taking XNID to go under 57.5. This game is happening at 5 p.m. today, and then this other game is happening at 5 p.m. today. It is Gabs to go under 12.5 headshots, okay? Now, her line is actually 22.5 for kills as well, and I would take that too, okay? So if this line bumps to like 11 or 11.5, then just go ahead and take her at 22.5 kills. So I like either of these lines. It was honestly interchangeable. Last second, I chose headshots. So yeah, take her headshots, and then if it bumps down to like 11.5, then take her kills at 22.5 under, of course. I really like for her to go under today, okay? So this is going to be the play of the day on underdog. Go ahead and lock that in. I highly recommend underdog because they have the best payouts in the industry. They give out 3.5x's for 2-mans, and Prizepicks and every other app out there is going to give out a 3x for a 2-man, and these 0.5 differences for the 3.5x versus the 3x completely is a huge game changer, okay? It pretty much means that if you take 3 entries and you hit 1 out of the 3 of them on Prizepicks, you're going to completely break even, right? Because you miss 2 entries and you hit 1 entry for a 3x, so it pays back everything and you break even. On underdog, if you do that, so you hit 1 and miss 2, you're going to actually profit on top of that. So it's a lot easier to make money because over a long enough time horizon, let's say you lose 2, win 1, lose 2, win 1, and just keep repeating that pattern over and over again. Now, that's not realistically going to happen where you just have a pattern, but again, over a long enough time horizon, that pattern is probably going to play out. You will be way more profitable on underdog because just straight up way easier to win and stay profitable on underdog because of the 3.5x's that they give out. They just started this about a month ago, okay? So this is brand new. Get onto underdog. You can really destroy underdog right now. Again, like Sleeper, you guys can sign up for underdog. You guys can sign up for Kalshi and for ONYX and REBET. I have a lot of apps you guys can sign up for and get into the VIP free, okay? So, you know, it's really simple to get in and start profiting with us in the VIP here. So March Madness play of the day right here, guys. We have 2 players playing in tonight's games. We have Illinois and VCU, and then we have, I believe they're High Point versus Arkansas, okay? And in these 2 games, I really like these 2 players. We have Keaton Wagler to go over 17.5 points in tonight's game, and then we have Rob Martin to go over 1.5 3-pointers made. Now, I couldn't really find that great of statistics for for Rob Martin on this app that I kind of talked about yesterday. But for Keaton Wagler, I do really like this guy's line because I talked about it yesterday. If you look at the prop history, right? What I really like about this application, which is called Pick Finder, is that you're able to see the past history of what these apps have set his line at, okay? So you'll see just a couple of nights ago on the 13th, they had his line at 19.5 and he ends up getting 19, okay? They had his line at 17.5, which is what it's at right now. He ends up getting 11. They had his line at 18.5, he gets 11. They had his line at 18.5, he gets 23, 18.5. So you will see his line is normally between 18.5 and 19.5. And now, right now, his line is 17.5 in March Madness in a pretty even game. And in a game where he's probably going to be playing more minutes than he normally does because it's March Madness, right? These guys, careers are on the line. A lot of these guys, it's the biggest game of their career. And, these coaches and the organizations are going to play their best players for as many minutes as possible because, as we know, in March Madness, it is win or go home. So they're going to play their star players for a little bit additional minutes tonight, maybe like 3 minutes, but 3 minutes can make all the difference in basketball and in the NBA and in college basketball, right? So, again, I see this guy's line, and his line is normally sometimes even in the 20s, all right? So think about that. His line is sometimes 20.5, and we are able to get him at 17.5. Now, I know that it's a different matchup, and the matchup matters and everything like that, but you can't tell me that this matchup is like a 3-point matchup, especially in March Madness, where these guys are going to be on their A game. These guys are going to have 3 to 4 additional minutes being played because they're in March Madness tonight, okay? Now, Rob Martin, similar story. Last game he played, he went 4 and 10 from the 3-pointer, okay? So he had 10 attempts to get 2 3-pointers made last time, okay? So I think he's going to keep shooting. Even if he only shoots the ball like 5 times or 6 times from the 3-pointer, he gets a lot of threes. He shoots a lot of threes. He tries a lot to get these threes. And hopefully he does go ahead and at least hit 2 of them. I think the only way that this does go under is if he just has a really, really poor night from the three-point line. Okay, guys, so this is going to be the play of the day on March Madness. This is my esports official play of the day. Go ahead and lock these in, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So get signed up for these different apps, guys. Get into the VIP, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.